What's going on? It's the Boxing Clinic, your boy CJ Goodfellow. We've been talking about Gervonta Davis for quite some time, a couple times this week, and we talked about him being charged with a first-degree assault, which was dropped this morning in court. I'm gonna link the article in the description so you can get the whole gist of it. He still faces misdemeanor second-degree assault. For one, the police did not charge him. His childhood friend. Press charges. I'm not going to put his name out there, but he pressed charges in the article. The incident is just, dumb. And I'm going to detail what happened. And you can read for the article, Noah's Trill. It's from the Baltimore Sun. I'm going to leave a link in the description. And, apparently they had a boxing gym. And Gervonta Tank Davis gets into an argument and a little scuffle with his brother. Okay. His best friend tries to break it up. The bodyguard breaks it up. And then Tank Davis goes around the bodyguard and sucker punches his best friend. And at the St. Agnes Hospital, I think down there in D.C. or Baltimore, I think it is, in that area, diagnosed his friend with a concussion. And just that quick, he let his rage get the best of him and sucker punched the guy who was his childhood friend, who was trying to help the situation, you know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of these guys have yes men around them. Because once you tell some of these young guys they're in the wrong, they're not trying to hear it, they're going to cut you off. And this friend tried to intervene and stop a fight, according to his story. This is all allegedly. He tried to stop a fight. I don't understand why he would lie about just stopping the fight. Maybe it's something deeper than that. But for him to press charges and them supposed to go to court, I don't know. I know Tank said that he had to protect his family or whatever it was. That's what he said. And he said his family came first. He made a comment like that, before he had to stand trial, which he's standing trial November 29th. I didn't know a misdemeanor can carry 10 years. Maybe the article got a little twisted, but he may face the maximum of 10 years in prison and or $2,500 fine. And that's just what the story is. Just that quick. They went and got him. He had a warrant out of his arrest for suspended license. And he got pulled over for speeding, and that's how he got the suspended license or whatever. And then pay his ticket up and just being irresponsible, man. And y'all wonder why Floyd Mayweather and him was at a stalemate because Floyd wanted him to come move to Vegas. And, somebody was like, well, it's more trouble to get into Vegas. It's never more trouble to get into than your hometown. I remember Chris Webber wanted to come back and play for the Pistons. Sometime maybe early in the 90s. He was leaving Washington or whatever. He wanted to come sign with the Pistons or the Sacramento Kings. And his father said, you don't need to come back home. You go to Sacramento, but later when he matured, he ended up coming back to Detroit and hooping when he matured, but he was just too young. It's a lot of pressure. You're a target when you go back home. We seen with Adrian Broner, you're a target. They don't want to see you winning. The quote Kodak Black, they don't want to see you winning. So the people are just going to pick fights with you. If he was a nobody, he punched his friend, and his fist was gloved, by the way. He had a glove on his fist, and he gave this guy a concussion. I left that out. And that was a boxing gym. If you'd hit him, gave him a concussion, you think he would have pressed charges on Tank Davis if it was just a regular street incident? Absolutely not. I don't know if he was looking for some type of some money for his medical bills and for his little for whatever, for his recreational use for the incident. Well, apparently, I'm not saying this in the article, but apparently Tank ain't feel like he had to pay. So if it goes to trial, Tank feel like he gonna win. Maybe he paid off the witnesses or all the witnesses got his back in this situation. He's been going back and forth with Tevin Farmer for some time. They both had up and down last couple months with Tevin being shot in the hand at a party, trying to protect the kids or whatever, or the person. And now Tank doing this, and both guys are going down a road that they won't want to go down. They need to get out of their communities. Sometimes you got to get out. I mean, when you got something and you got things going for you, you got to get out. You come back later and do something when you mature as a man and everybody else around you that matured and moved on. But everybody young, everybody want a piece of you, and then when you say no, You know, then they gonna turn their back on you. They don't want to be your boys no more. And then, you know, then you got a lot of haters. Then people want to set you up to kill you. They don't. It's a crab in the barrel mentality in the black community in the inner city. That's why Floyd was trying to get him to Vegas and have him set at Vegas. You got that young don't need to be at home with all that money and all that fame in his community. As we don't see him as famous as that famous, but when you a local celebrity, you famous. You that guy. Everybody want to see what you gonna do next. Everybody want to follow you. Kids want to be you. People want to set you up. People want to rob you. People want to see you dead. They hating on you, and that's what he's going through right now. He needs to just leave Baltimore and come back later on when he's matured and he got things in order and stay with Floyd and learn how to be a professional, because Floyd went through the same thing in Vegas. Floyd was around there punching people in the face in Vegas and catching cases, and they was covering it up, and he was paying people. He was young and dumb, you know, and he knows what it feels like to be Gervonta Tank Davis in Vegas, which he adopted as his hometown for now. You know, they need to get him out of Baltimore, and that's what people don't understand. But how Floyd gonna tell him what to do because he knows what's best for him? Floyd been in his shoes. You know, he been the next guy at 21 to be the next top star. He's overcame the odds from all these alleged beatings and shootings that he's been on and punching guys off the record that y'all haven't heard of, thinking he run Las Vegas. And it's a wonder that he's not dead. And it's a wonder that Adrian Broner's not dead. It's going to be a wonder why Gervonta Tank Davis not dead. They need to save that kid right now. You know, he don't need his own house. He go stay in the big boy mansion. They need to get him a tutor, get his schooling up to par. They need to get him a PR person to make sure he talk right and clean his image up, because he's on the fast track to stardom. But they need to slow that train down, get him together, you know, re-domesticate him, take some cooking classes, calm him down, you know, because he going down that wrong path. And everybody ain't lucky is Floyd and Adrian. We gone.